Storm Track 5, the accurate forecast you've come to trust, only on KCTV5.
Ahead on KCTV5 Sunday morning, COVID cases are on the decline. We take a look at the numbers here at home and across the country. Plus, with tensions continuing to boil in Eastern Europe, Kansas Cityans are calling for peace. And it's bittersweet, but some of your favorite Chiefs are back on the field today. Hear from the Honey Badger in just 10 minutes. KCTV5 Sunday morning starts now.
KCTV5 News stands for you.
Good morning, Kansas City. Thanks for waking up with us on your Sunday morning. I'm Mobley. As we get started, let's check in with Storm Track 5's Bill Hurrelbrink, who's tracking your Sunday forecast.
Yeah, good morning, Morgan. Good morning, folks. It's not too bad out there this morning. Now, a little bit chillier. Air still in place. We're warmer than we were at this time yesterday morning, but got a gorgeous sunrise here from our Carpet Corner City camera from the Intercontinental Hotel. Looking off to the east there over parts of the Country Club Plaza, Brush Creek down below. Just looking fantastic this morning. A little bit of cloud cover out there on the east side of town. You can see some of that with satellite and radar. Now, no rain expected today, but what stands out to me is the noticeable wind still out of the southwest this morning, bringing a little bit of warmer air back up into Kansas City. I think we'll tack on a couple extra degrees to where we got to yesterday. 47 degrees is where we got yesterday up at KCI. I think we get into the upper 40s, maybe even low 50s for some of us later on this afternoon. It is a chilly start, though. 25 downtown, 27 up at KCI. You go a little bit further out, 30 in Maryville, 25 on the south side there in Butler, so kind of a flip-flop in temperatures. We actually have warmer air lying to our north there in northern Missouri this morning than to our south. Here's where we're headed for the afternoon. Lots of sunshine, maybe a few clouds today as we get up to our high temperature in those upper 40s. Again, maybe low 50s for some. Cold front will come through. You'll notice that because the wind direction will change. It'll go from the south up to the north a little bit later on this afternoon. Maybe a little bit of cloud cover behind that front as well. But again, no rain expected today, nor through our 7-day forecast period. We'll talk a little bit about more of that and then a run to maybe 60 degrees by the end of this work week. I can't wait to show you my 7-day forecast. It's up in my full forecast in just a few minutes. Morgan.
We can't wait to see it. Thanks, Bill. Who will be Casey Mo's next police chief? It's a question that's getting a lot of attention around the metro. Community leaders from several different organizations are starting the conversation, and they held a public forum yesterday with the announcement that Police Chief Rick Smith is accepting an early retirement. Those calling for change think someone from the outside might be the most fit for the job.
I think we need to do a nationwide search and really be serious about the type of person who will, as many have said in the chat box, really hold police officers accountable at a high level. And an outsider may be more inclined to do that than somebody who has been with officers and work amongst them.
In a public safety partnership, the Department of Justice says that Kansas City has a pervasive problem of a lack of trust between the police department and the community it serves.
Make sure that you have somebody who has a track record for calling out that which is wrong.
These city leaders say moving forward will require looking back, acknowledging deeply rooted flaws in the system, which they say includes excessive force policies, a culture of protecting officers rather than the public, racism, and discrimination. If you'd like your voice to be heard in the search for Kansas City's next police chief, there will be an opportunity to do so at the next Board of Police Commission meeting. It'll be held at police headquarters on February 22nd, beginning at 9:30 a.m. Meanwhile, police in Olathe are looking for 2 suspects wanted in connection to an armed robbery. Take a look at your screen right now. Police are searching for these 2 suspects. They say the robbery happened around 8:30 yesterday morning near the 800 block of South Harrison Street. Police say the 2 suspects entered the store and one walked behind the counter with a handgun and demanded money. Both suspects ran from the scene in a pickup truck. If you have any information, please call the TIPS hotline at 816-474-TIPS. In California, 5 people were killed in a head-on car crash yesterday. You can see some of that wreckage there. California Highway Patrol described the collision as a, quote, horrific, heartbreaking sequence of events. According to investigators, alcohol is suspected to be the main factor in the crash. 4 men were in one car while 3 were in the other, and 2 survived. Meanwhile, these fiery images are from El Paso, Texas. You can see the flames shooting through the roof of the DeSoto Hotel on Friday. The building quickly became fully engulfed and forced firefighters to attack the fire from outside of the hotel. People in buildings nearby were forced to evacuate. The owner of the hotel was in the middle of a $1.2 million renovation project. Back here in Kansas City, these are COVID case rates for the metro and other local counties. Just about every county in the metro has seen its case rate drop since last weekend. And in Clay County, a huge drop. Its case rate is down 74%. And it's a similar story with hospitalizations. The entire metro down 19%. Johnson County, 22%. Jackson County dropping 30%. This is all positive news as the city has been dealing with a massive wave from the Omicron variant. The U.S. just saw the COVID death toll surpass 900,000, and now the Omicron variant is showing signs of receding across the country, with new daily cases dropping by nearly 500,000 since mid-January. According to Johns Hopkins University, it's not just Kansas and Missouri, but every state is seeing a decline in new daily case numbers. This comes as relief after the highly contagious variant also took a toll on the youngest Americans.
For the last several months, while Omicron has been surging, children 0 to 4 years of age have been hospitalized at 3 times the rate of children between 5 and 17 years of age, and at a rate equivalent to adults.
So here's the good news. The number of Americans in the hospital with COVID has decreased from 15,000 since mid-January to about 124,000 total. Still ahead in our first half hour, it's a big day for the Queen of England, and she's making big decisions on the country's future. And if you need help coping with the Chiefs' crushing loss last weekend, you can get your fix. Some of your favorite players in action later today in Vegas.
Yeah, I saw some of those Pro Bowl events over the week. It was nice to see. Just a reminder that they're just kids playing a game. We take a lot of that pretty seriously, especially on Sundays here in Kansas City. A little bit of snow left out there. I think we'll say goodbye to a lot of that as our temperatures make a run at 50 degrees later this afternoon. That forecast is coming up here next.
You're watching KCTV5 News.
Who knows? We just might not have enough time. It's a busy little weekend we have on tap here. Morgan, back to you. We'll have that 7-day forecast in just a few minutes, which includes maybe run at 60 degrees.
Just represent the city. Hoping I can make you guys proud. Hopefully I bring home an MVP or a game ball or something. Go Chiefs.
That was Tyrann Mathieu yesterday. He and 6 other Chiefs have a game to play today. Now, I know it's not the game they were hoping for, the game us fans were hoping for. For the first time since the 2018 season, Chiefs players and coaches will spend Super Bowl weekend at home. But you can catch some of your favorite Chiefs players in the Pro Bowl today. Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, Tyreek Hill, Orlando Brown, Frank Clark, and Tyrann Mathieu are all repping the Chiefs this year. The Honey Badger was voted an AFC team captain and says he hopes to bring a Pro Bowl MVP back to the kingdom. You can watch your Chiefs in the Pro Bowl at 2 this afternoon. Meanwhile, in Los Angeles, where the Super Bowl will be played 1 week from today, a 49ers fan is clinging to life. Daniel Luna remains in a coma in intensive care after the violent attack he suffered at SoFi Stadium last weekend. The attack happened in the parking lot just as the NFC Championship game between the 49ers and the Rams got started. Luna was left by attackers bleeding on the ground. Paramedics and doctors jumped in with enough time to keep Daniel alive and hope he can recover from the head injuries he suffered. So far, 1 arrest has been made in connection to that attack. Still ahead on KCTV5 Sunday morning, as nerves start to fray at the Ukraine border, people around the metro are advocating for peace. And next, whatever you do, don't look down. A scary shot for golfer Jordan Spieth. We'll show you how he managed to stomach it.
You're watching KCTV5 News.